Action.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This is Jay Gaines, aka the Wholesale Diva, motivational speaker, author, and coach. And I'm here today with Mr. AB, live from Dallas, Texas. I'm broadcasting from Phoenix, Arizona. Hope you guys are staying safe out there with the virus and everything that's going on. Our prayers go out to everybody who's going through anything. And as many of you know, as a former nurse, I have a whole bunch of home remedies. I'm over here drinking lemon juice and vinegar, just in case you didn't know, and peppermint tea. So keeping the system fresh and cleaned out. If you keep your system flushed out, germs can't live in a healthy system. Just remember that. So guys, today we're going to talk about some of the things that you can do separate from going out, having to go to work at a job or something of that nature. And AB and I have been knowing each other for a few years. He's been involved with some of my real estate ventures. I mentored him for a while. And he also is a professional IT person. We're not going to even tell you all the struggles we went through this morning trying to get this.
No.
Woo! It's been like 35, 45, 55 minutes that we've been trying to work with this video to get it correct. But hopefully we'll be able to broadcast this to you live later on today. So AB, how are you doing today?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing, Miss J?
I'm doing great. So tell us, first of all, a little bit, pronounce your name for the audience, because you know I mess up names, bless my heart.
Well, my name is, and if you say with the Nigerian accent, it's Abimbola. So I just call it Abimbola.
Abimbala.
Yeah.
Okay, I can say that.
Good. You guys see, I told you.
Abimbala.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, it's got a ring to it. So Abimbala, tell us where you're from.
Well, my parents are Nigerian. I was born in Philadelphia. Um, I lived in Nigeria as a kid, came back in '95, lived in New Orleans for a couple years, and then I moved to Dallas in 2005. I've been in Dallas ever since.
Okay.
They call me a Texan now.
So, yeah, you're an official Texan.
Yeah. Man.
And how often do you go back to Nigeria?
Well, I haven't been back since I left. Shame on me, right? And but I look to go very soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been back in about 20.
Hopefully, as soon as this embargo and everything is lifted on the virus.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Back. Have you checked on your family back home?
Yeah, I've been checking with them. Actually, we've been doing Zooms. Where we just come on Zoom and just
Staying in touch.
Yes, see each other. We can talk. We can pray. Do whatever. And it's kind of cool that we have technology because we didn't have all this technology years ago where you could just have
keep in touch.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
And we can have
That's great.
Yeah, on Zoom or like WhatsApp. It's kind of cool to be able to at least see them physically.
Mm-hmm. So how long have you been in the States?
Since late '95.
95. Okay, and you and I met what, about 4 years ago or 5 years ago?
It probably was about 2014.
2014. Okay, so yeah, a little bit, six or 7 years ago. Yeah. Okay. And at that time, you got involved in real estate investing. Tell us a little bit about some of the things that you've been involved in the real estate world.
Well, so around that time, I took some courses with you, and so you were one of my first mentors, teachers in the real estate wholesaling arena. And at that time, I was still working my IT stuff, but over the last year, I kind of got more serious, and I did help with a land transaction, well, 2 land transactions. So where I have a friend who has some land under contract, and so he was looking for some buyers. So we had a co-marketing agreement, and I found some buyers for him, and he paid me a fee, and
okay.
That's it.
So you did a co-wholesaling of land.
Yes, of land.
Okay, so you brought the buyers to the table. He had the contract on the land.
Yes.
Okay, so that was a wholesale transaction, right?
Yes.
Have you done any other types of transactions?
I haven't done any lately. Okay. I took a little break with the Corona stuff, but I'm going to get back to marketing. I still, for anybody who's watching this video, if you know anybody who's looking for land, I do have some land here in Dallas, San Antonio, and I know recently we had some land in Laredo. So
Plus Laredo, Texas.
yeah, Laredo, Texas. So
Okay.
if you want more information, just send me a DM or text me, and I can send you a list of what we have available at this time.
Okay, sounds great. Now, separate from that, I remember when I first met you, I think I was having seminars. I was giving seminars all over Dallas, and I was totally not tech savvy. Shit, I'm still not tech savvy. So you kind of stepped up to the plate and said, well, Ms. Gaines, I know about techie stuff. So tell us a little bit about your IT career, and then we'll talk about some of the other things you do, your eBay and all that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm an IT professional. I guess I'm a freelancer, computer engineer. I've been in IT since 2005. I started out doing a lot of contract work. Well, I started out with a bank. The bank, it was Capital One at the time, and
My bank. Hey.
I was a network technician with them, and
Mm-hmm.
and when I moved to Dallas, I moved on to other contracts. Um, I ke- I did various contract work up until about 2014, 2015. I kind of made a shift where I became was working for myself.
Okay.
There's a website that I use, and I source my jobs there. So I just bid on the jobs, and if I get accepted, if we come to a rate that's agreeable,
Mm-hmm.
um, uh, I accept it, and then I go do it pretty much. So I do a lot of point of sale support for retail places. With the Corona stuff, a lot of places have shut down. So uh, I don't have as many clients right now, but I'm looking for more direct clients. So
Right.
if anybody needs any IT help, um, whether it's here in the Dallas area or remote, I'm available for those kind of.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. So you can do remote, you can do like screen share and help a client with if they're having problems with their actual computer.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, as long
I
as they,
think I think that's something great to be done during the virus and everything.
yes, as long as
Mhm.
they have a good connection
Right.
with a tool like
Not
TeamViewer,
like us this morning.
as long as they have like TeamViewer,
What the hell OP was going on? Woo, we couldn't get anything.
yeah, well, it was a good learning
It
experience.
was a learning experience.
Yeah,
So we hope to do many more of these so we'll be able to learn a lot from this.
yes.
And also, I know when I met you, you told me that you sold products on eBay. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, there was a period of time where I was able to get. I had a source for. It was for cell phones at that time. It was a couple of years ago. I think it was one Christmas period of. I don't remember exactly what was going on, but I had lost a contract at the time, and
Hmm.
I needed to make some money, and I had a source, and unfortunately, I lost the source at the time. But anyway, I was able to get these AT&T phones, and I
In
mean,
bulk,
they were
you were
legit.
getting them in bulk.
Yeah, I was getting them in bulk.
Uh-huh.
I just bought a couple, and what I did was I just placed it on eBay, and people were just buying it. You know, like
Mm.
I was just flipping phones at the time, and yeah, I think that little time period was a couple months, and I made $2,000, and it kind of helped me through
Really?
that period.
Are people still purchasing on eBay with the virus and everything going on?
People are still, yeah, they're purchasing on eBay, they're purchasing on Amazon. I mean, that's a big deal now. I mean, look at Amazon. I mean,
Yeah, because delivery is everything now. I mean, like me, I pick up the phone and order my groceries or order, whatever I need so I don't have to go out. So yeah, but I try to sneak out once in a while, but you go out and it's like the movie Legend with Will Smith. The streets are
oh
so
my gosh, yeah,
I'm serious. The streets are deserted and like a couple of weeks ago I went to Walmart. I just couldn't take it anymore. So I went to Walmart and they have people out there cleaning the carts for you, number one.
yeah,
Number two, they were only letting 10 of us in at a time. And number three, when you get inside, just like they're showing on the news, the shelves are basically empty. When
yeah,
I say empty, the shelves are empty.
yeah.
So I don't know if they're restocking, they're getting more stuff in or what's going on, but it's just like something out of a movie. Like I watched the movie Outbreak. I watched, you're at home, you don't have anything to do besides exercise, cook, make videos on YouTube or, interview people. And, so I watched Legend and I watched Outbreak, and I was like, OMG. It's just like that out in the streets, and the streets are bare. They
Yeah.
are bare.
Well,
I don't know about where you guys are at, but out here in Phoenix, the streets are bare.
Yeah, the streets are kind of. I mean, you know how the traffic here is in Dallas. So I'm still an essential worker. So, but in Dallas, I mean, streets. There's hardly traffic, which is rare. You go to, but at WalMarts and stuff like that. I mean, a couple of times I've been there. They may most of the time they're always out of water or they out of tissue or toilet paper. I think not till recently that now you can kind of still get stuff like that, but
They limit the quantities.
yeah, they limit the quantity. I think they should have did that from the beginning, but
in the beginning, right?
but they didn't. So
Exactly.
yeah, it's like a scene out of a movie, and
It actually is. I mean, it's kind of scary. And you
yeah.
come back home and you pull in your garage or you pull in your driveway to your apartment complex or whatever, and you don't really see anybody. People don't get on the elevators with each other. If the elevator comes and you're on it, nobody's gonna get on. They're gonna let you go on up and let the elevator come back down. So I was like just totally shocked. The people are really doing the social distancing, except in Florida, those knuckleheads. For a while, they were down there still partying, still having spring break on the beach. Where they do that at? They was all out on the beach partying and getting drunk. And hey, and I'm like, are they freaking serious? As a nurse, I know about viruses and different things like that. And I'm like, they are not taking this serious. And Mayor Bloom, I believe her name is Mayor Bloom. If I stand corrected, please, I apologize. Of Atlanta was doing an interview where she stated that she got in her car and drove down Martin Luther King Boulevard in Atlanta. And she said people were out sitting out playing spades and drinking 40 ounces. And I said, really? They playing bones and playing spades and dominoes like ain't nothing going on. She said, are these people serious? Yeah. So yeah, it's and some people are taking it serious. Some people are just in the twilight zone. Some people are so scared out of their minds they don't know what to do. So it's just there's a lot of fear going around. People don't know what's going to happen with the economy. And so let's talk for a minute about some things that people could do while they're stuck in the house that they could do to generate some revenue. A lot of people are still getting unemployment now, which I don't know how long that's going to last. They're talking about giving us stimulus checks. So far, nobody's seen any. And of course, that only pays 1 month's mortgage. For me, that's 1 month's mortgage payment for me. So what are some of the things you think that people could do while they're stuck in the house?
Well, one of the things they could do, I mean, there's so many, like, they have free courses from Harvard Business School. I mean, you can start growing your skills, and also work from home opportunities. There are companies that will hire you to work from home. So, but also, I would say it's a good time to start a business. So I've started a couple of businesses. Since I've been at home. So one of them is a legal services company where, we provide legal services where you can get access to a lawyer at a very, very low rate instead of the regular 250, 300 an hour that you would to consult a lawyer. Because most lawyers, you can't even talk to them unless you pay that money.
Less than $200 or $300. Yeah.
Yeah. With the program I have, you have the access to a lawyer. You have identity theft. I mean, there's so much more that what I can even say in this program. But if you want some more information on that too, you guys could just
reach out to you.
Yeah, reach out to me.
Do you find that more people are interested now in getting their wills together and stuff like that?
I would think so. I would hope so, because especially in the African American community, we just have I don't you heard of the story of Prince, right? He didn't have even the story of Aretha Franklin. I don't know if she had a will. So I don't understand why. I mean, yeah, I need to work on that to myself. I mean, but
so that's something maybe we can come back on and do another session about why especially in the African American community, people should start doing wills and start getting their paperwork in order in case something happens, because we're always kind of like, especially I know I grew up in a family setting where they were like, we don't want to talk about that, we don't want to discuss it, but I think it's something that's important and pertinent. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Yes.
So one of the businesses you started was a legal business. Do you want to share the other business?
The another business that I just started is a forex trade. You know, if you want to learn uh, forex trading,
Okay.
that's another. And another business I started is with online marketing.
Uh-huh.
So it gives you the option to be able to market your own business. Because you know, if you were to set up your, you know, your website, your landing pages, SEO, I don't totally understand the process, but you can set it up on your own, and
Mm-hmm.
where you can start building
Okay.
your business, branding yourself, and I'll be willing to share those. You know, if
Some
you want,
information on that.
they could just.
Okay. Well, when we come back maybe next week and do another live, we can talk at length about some of those businesses that you have started, and a little more again, if you can bring some information. I'll give you some examples in our next live that we do on people that I purchased properties from that were in the middle of crazy situations because they didn't have a will. And
Oh,
then maybe you can offer some advice on if they had had a will in place, how that probably would have helped them or something to that effect.
yes, yes.
Okay. So now we're at the part of our interview where we do what we call a lightning round. Lightning round. The
Uh-oh.
lightning round.
Right.
You ready for the lightning round?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
So in the lightning round, I'm going to say some things to you. I'll either make a statement, I will ask you a question, or I will ask your opinion on something. And I need you to answer fast and give me the first thing that comes to your mind. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, your favorite book.
Reach that for that.
Okay, your favorite actor.
Sylvester Stallone.
And your favorite actress.
Megan Good.
Your favorite food.
Goat meat.
Your favorite beverage.
Ginger ale.
Your favorite city in America to visit.
Houston.
If your house was on fire and you can only grab three things, tell us what those three things would be.
My wallet, important documents, and maybe some clothes.
Okay, now I'm going to say some words to you and you tell me your response to them. Red,
Blue.
yellow,
Green.
women,
Boys.
pets,
Dogs.
crossing the street.
Old lady.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it, Mr. Mbola. Did I pronounce it? Mbola?
Abimbala.
Abimbala. Mr. Abimbala from Nigeria, one of my favorite and coolest friends. We had occasion a few months back to hang out in Dallas when I flew back to Dallas for a training session with some members of Kool and the Gang. We had dinner and cocktails. And whenever I'm in Dallas, it seems like we run into each other. So we can't avoid each other because we keep running into each other. So
Yeah.
there you have it. We'll come back next week. We won't give you the date and time yet. We're probably posting on Facebook. And this will be live on Facebook, and we'll probably post it on YouTube to let you know interviews of people that are at home, that are entrepreneur minded, and what they're doing to survive in this virus. This is Jay Gaines, the Wholesale Diva, and my guest, Mr. AB.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.